Welcome again to my channel. This is Combined Fruitful Investment Strategies. Now, after removing the snow, I'm going to show you how it looks now. We just remove as much as we can so that you do not the problem is having a place to put this snow. So see, it's the entrance, and we create just a smooth entrance here. You don't have to remove the snow everywhere, but of course you remove where you kind of go, and this is what we have done, removing the snow where we go and where we drive. So and as you can see, so we have kind of removed everywhere we usually walk. So down the stairs and parking place and where we kind of drive the driveway. The problem and the challenge is that there is no enough place as of where you can actually put this snow. You're afraid of putting it on the side with the neighbor because the neighbor is complaining that it shouldn't be on the borderline, so you have to kind of create a small space for yourself. And the challenge on this side is that you don't want it as well to put down there to the neighbor's place. So yeah, that is kind of a challenge. And a lot of snow, it takes a lot of time. It can take maybe 1 hour just to remove the snow here where I am, if you do not have the adequate machines. But the most important thing is that you have done, and it's steep here, so you have to kind of removing the steepness of it. And when it's very slippery, so you kind of lose control here, and then anything can happen. People can fall. So, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful. You can see in the mountains there. Very beautiful. And it's really beautiful here. Both in the times of snow and winter and in summer. This is pretty our life here. As an entrepreneur, you have to make sure that everything is adequate. So everything is on point, trying to satisfy the customers, trying to satisfy everybody, so that you can actually have the best environment as possible. So some of the challenges that we face in this kind of time and in this kind of as an entrepreneur is actually you have challenges with sometimes customers who cannot respect their contract, and they can just go outside of the apartment without letting you know, and you can't follow them anyway. So then you have to get some people just right around after that contract has been broken. Other challenges is to also find to actually be there to answer to every call that the entrepreneur or the customers have, because you have to have good customer service is important. And you deliver at very, very precise time that the customers are kind of satisfied, because there are so many challenges that can happen. It can be water is not running as it should, electricity is not going as it should. Customers have different kind of requirement which you need to kind of respond to it and answer to every challenge that they have. So that's kind of life for an entrepreneur, and every day that's some of the challenges that we face. Yeah, for example, if the air condition, or let's say the air circulation in the room is not as it's supposed to be, you have to fix all those things to make sure that the customers are really satisfied, and try to follow up everything and see if everything is actually according to how it should be, because every time there is something, and every time you have to answer that kind of needs. And you have not only with customers but also different people who surround you, jealousy that you have to deal with from time to time. People who create you problems, take you to the court, you have to answer for that, when those times come. So those are the kind of challenges that we as entrepreneurs face, because I have a problem with my neighbor right here, and that problem is about the wall. And that wall, it's not me who destroyed it, it's the entrepreneur who destroyed it, or the company that I employed which destroyed it. But I had fixed it after having an agreement with them that they will sign the papers. So after I had fixed it, the neighbor refused to sign the papers. So because the agreement was that if he signed the papers, then we'll kind of have the wall which will support his wall, because in the first place he had built a wall which was not really allowed to be built between me and him, which means on the border, no agreement laying there. Here in Norway you have to have an agreement, so which we did not have. So he used my wall as a support to his wall. So when I removed my wall, his wall was tilting toward my wall, and that becomes a problem, because then the wall does not have adequate support. So I had asked him, because the government says that I have to have permission, at least he has to sign a paper recognizing that I can build a wall for supporting his wall. And the neighbor does not want that. He does not want the support wall, does not want anything to be done in that sense. So I had to remove the wall which was supporting his wall, and his wall does not have any support, so it makes it a bit vulnerable. But we put sand, because that's the only, or soil in that sense, because that's the only solution we had. I'll show you the wall in case. So the wall in case is actually that wall. You see, it's kind of laying between me and my neighbor, and this is the wall in case. So here exactly there was a support wall which was my wall, which went all the way straight to the stairs there. You see the stairs there, and that's it. So the wall went there to the stairs, so it went straight there between the wall, the stairs, and the car, as you see. So when I removed this wall to kind of, because there was soil all about here up to the first floor, so the wall here started, it was not sitting in the best of positions. And so I had asked if I could build him a wall to support him here, but needed papers to kind of have the support there, but he didn't want, so he refused. And that because of that, so he took us to the court, and we have to go to the court because of that, and to see what the government would do, what the court would do with that. So as for the moment, we are just waiting. We are waiting for what the case will be, and hopefully we'll have to explain ourselves what is really going on. So anyway, this is the case here. So these are the challenges of every entrepreneur faces, and that's kind of challenges we are facing right now. And yeah, so as an entrepreneur you have to prepare for this. So if you find this interesting, please subscribe to our channel and be part of this. I'm freezing, I have to go in. And this is Fruitful Investment Strategies. So see you on the next one.